Control players denied.
Hey Control Nation, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Dr. Red. This is Pawmot, and it poses to us a question. Is paralysis lock back? Maybe. I'll explain in a moment. Voltaic Fist does 130 base damage for 2 lightning energy. You may have this Pokemon do 60 damage to itself and make your opponent's active Pokemon paralyzed. That's a guaranteed paralysis, not on a coin flip. Because you're doing 60 damage to yourself, you got to pair this with Munkidori with your Genebrain ability. Attach a Darkness Energy. You can move 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So Pawmot stays fresh so it doesn't self-KO. We're playing 2 different lists here. The first list has a Maractus for retreat locking in case you need to buy some time to set up. And our free retreater is Cleffa, drawing until we have 7 cards in hand. We also have Fez and Blood Moon. 2 copies of Rare Candy. Unfair Stamp is our A-Spec of choice. We have 2 copies of Handout Fan, 1 copy of EXP Share to put on a Palmy. So you just have to attach one of these bad boys instead of having to attach 2 each time. We also have 2 copies of Crispin to charge up a Monkey and a Palmy, etc. in 1 turn. That's pretty much it. It's very straightforward. Now, whether you're doing the first or second list, and the second list basically just substitutes out Cleffa for Badoo, and also it has a 3/3 Cloak line for draw power. Also has 3 Munkidoris instead of 2, but that's fine. Here's the big thing. How do you play this archetype? Well, you have to basically let your opponent set up their bulky stage 1s and stage 2 EXs and Mega EXs, because that's where Voltaic Fist, that's what Voltaic Fist is going to lock. You then use Munkidori to add those damage counters to those Pokemon so that you can get them within KO range, so that you can KO them via the damage counters on the very next turn, or else spread it to the bench and KO their Cleffas, Badoos, etc., or set up something like a Latias EX or a Pheasantipede EX to be KO'd in 1 shot with Voltaic Fist on the next turn or the turn after, etc. When you get your Mega EX Stage 2 Pokemon within range, what you're going to do with Pawmot is you're going to Gust up into the active, usually with a counter catcher, because you're most likely going to be behind on prizes because you have to take a turn or 2 extra to set up. So you're just going to loop it. So if you have Mega Charizard EX at 320, you'll Gust up another Charizard on the bench, hit it, and then just use Munkidori to clean up the Pawmot whenever both Charizards are in range and take 5 or 6 prizes a turn, and GG's. The second build here, we are actually not running any Lightning Energy. We are expecting to fall behind. That's why we're using 4 copies of Reversal, and our A-Spec is Neo Upper Energy, just in case we want to just attach 1 card and be done with it, or if we want to attack early, we can get that done, do it then as well. Also 2 copies of Dawn to go ahead and find those awkward stage 1s and stage 2s when we need them at the same time. So that's really how Pawmot works. Is paralysis locked back? Yes, but it's an awkward yes in the sense that you need those big stage 2s to be on the bench, on the board. This deck really struggles. This archetype really struggles with decks like Festival Lead and Frostlass Munkidori because the Pokemon are so small and they hit twice and this thing gets KO'd relatively easily. You could consider adding Luxurious Cape. If you're afraid of your opponent using Switch, you could add a copy of Airy to one of these. Highly recommend adding Psyduck. You could take out the Cleffa or the Badoo. Mega Lopunny being with Dusknoir and Dragapult being with Dusknoir now that it's getting popular. I mean the Lopunny, So Cleffa, substituting out that for Psyduck would be perfectly fine. Before I forget, I want to say thank you to the Arborists, the channel members, who support me in doing all this wonderful work for you. At least I hope you think it's wonderful. I do the best I can. Thank you so very much for your contributions. And also thank you to everybody in the Discord server who contributes with your really unique deck builds and helping each other get ready for regionals. It's really encouraging. So yeah, Pawmot is not back in the sense that it's a bit awkward still, but it is really effective once it gets up and running. So enjoy the gameplay, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace. Okay, so we're facing Absol. Get a Cleffa and a Palmy down. Unfair Stamps there. We have exactly 1 Monkey in the deck. That's better than 0. Okay, so we'll just put the Monkey down. I don't want to attach to Palmy and retreat. I'd rather just leave it there. He does have, let's see, Genesect with Ace Nullifier and the active monkeys on his bench. Mega Absol. He's going to play Buddy Buddy. Totodile. Oh, is this Feraligatr with Mega Absol? Okay. Attaches a water to Totodile. He's going to pass. Okay. There's Unfair Stamp. Let's go ahead and drop a Maractus. That's Arvin. Vessel and Fan. Fan on the Palmy. I can always get back Blood Moon later. 2 of these bad boys. Can hit it for 10, but like I just don't want him to use Monkey. Like if he just happens to attach, I'm just gonna leave it alone. He gets Croconaw. He doesn't have Relicanth in play though. He's gonna Iono us, that's fine. We'll take it. Arvin, Iono. Let's see what we top deck. There's the Relicanth. Okay. He's gonna pass. All right. We got the energy as well. Pawmot. Take that. Okay. I kind of want to Iono. I guess I would do, yeah. I guess I could have Arvin for with the Ultra Ball, but I just want a better hand. There we got Pawmot. All right, perfect. Or end our turn. Okay, great. Then we can attach to Palmy next turn. We can Arvin for the EXP share and a rare candy. He attaches the yeah. There you go. He attaches the monkey. Gets another Croconaw. Plays Arvin. They get an air balloon and a vessel. Yep, they're going to air balloon back. Genesect. Into what, though? Nothing. They're going to pass. Okay, let's do it. Palmy, it's going to freeze. Okay. Oh, hopefully this will pass in a second here. Does. All right, perfect. We go like this. We will attach to Palmy. We will Arvin for Rare Candy EXP share. Attach here. We'll take Fist. We do not want to use it because we're just going to KO the Genesect outright. We get a monkey. Yes, we can. Let's go. We can use Crispin to get the Darkness Energy for this guy, and we can put a Lightning on Maractus. They attach a Luminous to Mega Absol. If he hits me with Reverse Thrust, I just put on the Relicanth. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. Let's put down the monkey. We'll play Crispin. Put the Darkness on the monkey. We'll put this on the Maractus. Okay, so Maractus is all set up in case we need it. I'm going to use this. I'm not going to put it over here because I don't want Munkidori taking advantage of it. So all I'm going to do is just use Voltaic Fist and not use Paralysis, obviously, because there's no need. Iono, okay. Absol. Alright, so nothing monkey can... Oh, well, if he... Even if he gets Monkey with Darkness Energy, he can't, because he's gonna attach here. Okay, so he can't use Terminal Period because no energy, there's no damage counters to move around. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Okay. Could I own one, but if he's struggling, there's Counter Catcher. Gosh, I kind of want to. I think I'm just gonna. I don't want to give him a better hand if he's struggling. Yes, we do want to use Voltaic Fist. So now what I'm gonna do next is I could go after Croconaw or Mimikyu. He could also use Monkey. Yeah, he can't use Claw Darkness though. That's requires 2 Darkness Energies. He's gonna Adrenabrain. Let's take out my Cleffa. That's fine with me. That is fine with me. So we can take out Absol next. Oh, he's gonna switch. He's just outright gonna switch. Okay, never mind. Brings up Mimikyu. Tommy. Let me check something with Artisan. Cleffa. I could bait him with Cleffa. I have 2 of those left. I might just go for another Palmy. Let's make life more difficult for the Absol. Let's just keep it over here. I'm gonna Iono. I know I'm giving him more cards, but I don't want to. I mean, there we are. Okay, we got boss. That's awesome. We also got an energy for the Palmy. Okay, we'll go ahead and use Voltaic Fist. No, we don't want to use that. Handheld Fan, let's go. Although we can get rid of boss though if he has. Yep, we gave him Claw of Darkness. Okay, so gonna Adrenabrain, so we're not gonna be able to KO him next turn. Oh, wait, maybe we will, because he's putting it on Monkey. I thought he was going to put it here. Never mind. Okay. I thought he was going to put it on here, so I couldn't use it. Never mind. Gets rid of the handheld fan. All right, fine with me. Put the Darkness Energy on the Relicanth. Put that there. Okay, so now what we're going to do... 130 and 130. Here's what we're going to get. Oh, we got Pawmot. Okay, let's go ahead and use Adrenabrain. Put this on the Absol. We go ahead and bench Fez so we can draw 3. Get a Crispin and an Arven. I need another energy. Let's do that. Okay. So I can Night Stretcher. And he concedes. GG's. Let's go. Alright, so we're facing Charizard. This is perfect for Pawmot. We just have to get set up. We can do that with Arven. Buddy, and attach an energy. Go from there. Okay. And then we're going to pass. Rare Candy, love to see it. Love it, love it. Okay. Do the buddy. I guess I kind of want the EXP share, honestly. We'll do this. We get 2 Palmy. Let me do a regular deck check as well. Practice is there. Okay. Alright. Go here. Attach to this guy, and we'll draw 2. All right, not a bad first turn. Monkey and a nest ball. Let's go. All right, all right. We're feeling good. We are feeling good. They bench Pidgey. So assuming they don't Iono, they attach to Mew. Assuming they don't Iono us, we're going to Pawmot here, Rare Candy Pawmot here, bench Monkey. We could get a Maractus. Or we could also get another Monkey. I'd rather get another Monkey. Get that set up. And they, okay, never mind. They Iono us. There we go. Didn't we just say if they Iono us? All right. Then it messes everything up. We can get Monkey anyway. We could get, yeah, let's do the Rare Candy into the Pawmot. They get a Cleffa and a Relor. All right, they pass. Gotta put the handheld fan down. We'll attach to Pawmy. Let's go ahead and get Monkey. I suppose. Wow, what is going on with that? Wow, okay, talk about that's a big yellow handheld fan. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm thinking. Let's put this on. Yeah, let's put this on Cleffa. Another grasping draw first. We get a Vessel, that's nice. Crispin is also nice. So what I could do is attach one energy here, Crispin to the Monkey. They're going to use Genome Hacking to draw 2. All right. We get a Pawmo. That's lovely. Let's go put that down. Let's put the Monkey down. All right, let's Crispin. We'll get the Darkness energy and the Lightning energy. Lightning to Pawmo. Darkness to Monkey. Actually just attached to Pawmo, but we'll try to get another Pawmy set up. And we'll use Voltaic Fist. Let's go. Yes, we want to use the effect. Alright, cannot retreat, cannot attack. We can take out Pidgey, we can take out Cleffa. We could take out the Mew and then see what he pushes, and then we'll just automatically KO it. Unless he evolves. Yep, Charizard. Okay, so I think what we want to do is KO the Mew and see what he gives us. I mean, yeah. He could. Is he gonna put one on the Mew? Why is he putting on the Mew? Don't know why. Yeah. Take out the Cleffa, the Pidgey, but I mean, might just push that anyway. Plus, we have the handheld fan on for the Zard, so I think we're just gonna take Mew out. Yeah, let's see what he's going to do here. We have a lot of options here. They're just going to pass. Yep. Can't do anything else. Oh, top deck. Let's go. On the Monkey, we'll Pawmot. I like having Unfair Stamp here. Just to mess him up. Right. And we're just going to get rid of the Mew. Just like that with the Monkey. Rare Candy Energy. Okay. They push Relor. Let's just go ahead and take it out. Like to use effect. Nah, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so basically what we're going to do to win is paralyze the Charizard repeatedly and then take out the Cleffa. Could also take out Pidgey if he doesn't evolve, but we'll see. They're going to Buddy Buddy Poffin. They get a Torchic and... Oh, a Torchic. Okay, this is a Blaziken build. All right. Burning Darkness for 270. We're going to push this onto the Cleffa. Attached to the Pawmot. Push Pawmot now. Another one that's unfair. Stamp him. Wow. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. All right, we'll get rid of the Ultra Ball. Get rid of the Ultra Ball and the Darkness Energy. We have a 2-1-2 line of the Pawmot. Okay, that's fine. Let's get a Palmy. Put this thing down. Now we use Voltaic Fist. Yes, we do. Paralysis control at its finest. This is exactly what we want with the stage 2 getting set up. They're going to Nest Ball. Is that for Fez? For another Pidgey. Okay. He's going to... You know what? That's great. It's fine with us. We can get 3 cards. Crispin is great. Crispin's lovely. We also have Night Stretcher. We can just go ahead. Do we want to get Pawmot? I don't think we do. Do we want that? Enhanced Hammer. Get another energy back. We can just get the energy with Crispin though. Alright, they pass. Blood Moon. Alright, let's go ahead and use Adrenaline Brain. Take out the Cleffa. Arvin. Alright. Go ahead, we'll just go after the Pidgey. You know what? Let's just do the Rare Candy Pawmot. Let's just get it over with. That way we have a backup. We can use Crispin next turn. We'll take Fist. And we'll just KO him next turn. Simple as that. Although if you bench another Cleffa, we can just use that. Get rid of the Pidgey Cleffa. They're going to Arvin. Okay. They have a switch. They have a Rare Candy Evo. Okay. Well, I don't know if they realize they can't use that. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm locked up anyway. And they can see GG's. Okay, we're facing Eevee Box. They bench a Terapagos EX. Okay, love the art on this. And they pass. Alright, that's fine with us. We're going to go ahead and use Buddy Buddy Poffin. Let's get a Palmy and a Dreepy down. We will attach Reversal to Palmy, and then we're just going to go ahead and Lilies. That's lovely. Another Dreepy. Oh, no. Badoo. Another Badoo. I don't want to help him with Artisan. I'm just going to end my turn. Eventually Latios. Okay, well, that Eevee evolves, which it does. That Latios is useless. Leafeon EX, they're going to crisp into it. 60 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. We have 1. He's one up behind, so it'll be 60 damage. You have to have Crystal to use Moss Agate. They have Fez themselves, okay. Verdant Storm, alright. Air Balloon is lovely. Let's go ahead. Retreat the Fez. Put down Badoo. Put another Badoo down, and we'll just Itchy Pollen them. Okay, so we're actually in a decent spot here. They want to KO Badoo. That's fine with us. We just Fez. They're going to Crispin. They're going to go, yep, the Moss Agate. Just the one. Did they not want another one? Okay. But they're going to Verdant Storm. So that 10 energy means that we're going to KO this thing in 2 turns with Pawmot. Good thing we have Counter Catcher. All right, let's go ahead and flip the script. Let's go. Rare Candy Pawmot. Now I'm going to help him out. I'm going to put Artisan down so I can go ahead and get Monkey. I can attach that. All right, let's go ahead and use Adrenabrain on the Fez. 130, 130. Yeah, let's just put on the Latios. Take Fist. Yes, we're going to Paralyze. So what I could do next is I could Gust up the Terapagos. They put down a Hoot Hoot. Hold him in place for a turn and then just move this onto the Leafeon, but then he's just going to come out anyway. Yeah. They use Ultra Ball to get rid of Ultra Ball and Night Stretcher. They get a knocked out. Okay. Well, even if I had 2 monkeys down, Hoot Hoot is not going to get KO'd. Okay. I like Neo Upper. I like the idea of just stalling with this for now. And they can see GG's. Okay, we get our ideal start with Badoo in the active. We're facing Slugma. They play Hyper Aroma right away. And they get, what is that? Magcargo EX, Volcarona with Torrid Scales, and Mega Camerupt. Okay, they play Artisan. That's good for us. We can get another Badoo if and when this thing gets KO'd. Okay, there's Nummel. Okay. Dreepy or not. Let's just, you know what? Nope, let's just put these down. Let's get all the bros down. And we Itchy Pollen. Wow, I don't know if I've ever had a better setup without Precious Trolley. That's insane. The problem is my hand. So now we're in top deck mode. They play Artisan. And they get Larvesta. They play Arven. Alright, so they're not going to shuffle our hand for us. Vessel and Air Balloon. They get Magcargo in the active, but they need 2 energies to attack. They also get Mega Camerupt on the bench. Now that I've done 10 damage to Magcargo, that's a 2-shot for Pawmot. Speaking of which, okay, there's Itchy Pollen. They get Volcarona. Okay, so they could burn Badoo if they want to. They're going to Lilies themselves. They bench Magmar. They play Artisan. They fail it. Okay. They pass. All right. Dracloak, let's go. Okay, now we get some draw power here. Let's see what we get. Lilies, yes. We need a new hand. Another Palmy. Ultra Ball. Let's just attack. Yeah. I'm like, I want to keep Counter Catcher so I can boss, or you know what I mean, Gust KO. Oh, another Dracloak. Nah, let's get Pawmo. I feel safer with Pawmo. We can up our draw power, but like, what if I get a Pawmot and I need Rare Candy? Yeah. Fire Breather. Okay, they're gonna get 7 fire energies. I don't know what good that's gonna do. Other than they're only gonna get 4. Okay, well I guess they're just gonna guarantee that they can attach. Excuse me. Torrid Scale is gonna make Badoo burned. Gonna burn Badoo. All right, so we have another turn to live. That's good. Dawn is awesome. We can actually just push this off as well. Let's put on Magmar. Go ahead and use Dracloak first. I like Neo Upper, but we're going to be behind. So let's get that guaranteed darkness for Monkey. Let's use Dawn to get Badoo, Dracloak, Pawmot. Okay, we're going to Recon. I like Rod here. Let's go ahead and use Itchy Pollen. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how you want to set up Pawmot with the reverse energy build. Let your opponent do whatever he or she wants, and then just get your Pawmot ready, get your monkeys. Because once you start getting paralysis, pretty much game over unless you're facing Swirl Edge with Jet Energy. But I mean, you know, the switching is a thing. Prime Catcher is a thing, but, you know, it's few and far between. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to push Pawmot. I like Badoo, but I also like getting another Palmy down with the reversal. Let's go ahead and use Recon. I like the rare candy. I like the counter catcher. Okay, so now we're just going to Voltaic Fist. Yes, we're going to use that. So now what we're going to do next turn is, because we're behind on prize, we're going to counter catcher up the Mega Camerupt. We're going to move these either to Magmar or to the Magcargo, Pheasantipity. I'm thinking Magmar so that Magmortar does not come into play unless they use it right now on the Ultra Ball, in which case doesn't matter. Nest Ball and a Fire Energy. They could use Torrid Scales if they have Magmar. Oh, they get another Magcargo. Okay, because they could use Torrid Scales to make my life miserable, but they chose not to. Okay. Could also go after the Torrid Scales Volcarona, but It's fine. They're going to attach to Magcargo, okay? Oh no, they have the dreaded switch, but can they get back out? Like, do they have an air balloon? Like, can they get back out? Toward scales, okay. Do they have Magmortar? They don't, at least not yet. The burn wears off, okay, that's good. Super raw. Let's go ahead and use Recon Directive. I like the Pawmo. Just gonna do it now. Get it over with. Buddy. Alright. Okay, so if I like taking out Magmar, but the problem is, as I said before, or I didn't say this before, but then I lose counter catcher. So what I'm going to do, let's go after, whoops, I'm going to go after this guy. Also, the Magmortar scares me. That's why I was saying that before, too. What am I doing? There we go. Okay, so we'll take Fist. Yes. So can't use, yeah, that. All right. So 130. So if I put 60 on him, that's 190, and 130 is 320. So then, if I can survive another turn after, yeah. So if I do that, if I do Voltaic, then you can see it's GG's. Thank you so very much, everybody, for watching. Hope you appreciate Voltaic Fist. It's one of my new favorite archetypes. You saw it work. So yeah, appreciate you stopping by, saying hey. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Peace.